Hello, Mrs. Legal, and thank you, Delphine. I'm Colleen, and now that we've been through a few stages of our project together, I'm going to take you over the implementation of our plan. To do this, we have based ourselves on the objective we wish to put in place. Together, we're going to look at the concrete action, models, and lever we'll be using to achieve them. We will then look at how we monitor the progress and what indicator we use to assess the success of the change. So firstly, we want to carry out a benchmark study of IA practice with an objective to updating our program and course content. The current state of IA use at RSB is starting from scratch. That's why we need to mobilize the innovation team to gather information from other business schools through research and interview. The aim is for the school to reach a future state where it will have been able to adapt initially and then become a pioneer. We need to intervene on the political level to carry out activities that will influence stakeholders to implement IA within the school and on the technical level to improve the performance system. Then we need feedback to see if our benchmark is useful in defining our objective for module contents around IA with a briefing meeting between the innovation team and the staff. Our second objective is to familiarize students with the major change booked by IA in companies. We will use the sequence model. First, we need to remove any preconceived idea about this disruptive innovation. To implement ideas about to implement this change, we are going to set up a working group and use interpersonal level to carry out case studies once a month, directly linked to the major change booked by IA. To monitor progress, we're going to ask this team to complete a survey for each session on the relevance of this case study to get feedback. We would like to have a question and answer session of an hour with this same group twice a year. To evaluate the result of the change and to obtain feedback, we will use an iterative improvement process. Our third objective concerns students in accounting and management control to deepen their knowledge of the use of IA for this module. To achieve, we are going to mobilize the accounting and management team and the innovation team responsible for change. We need to act on the technical level to be able to manage the use of data and check that the system is working properly. To see and analyze whether we have achieved our objective, we will carry out analysis which will concern each teacher who has integrated IA into their course. The aim is to see what improvement and new option can be added. Finally, to ensure that our change evolve, we will be calling an external consultant to monitor progress. Our first objective concerns work study students benefiting from personalized English course thanks to IA. To implement this change, the school starts by understanding the current situation to find out what students think of the language course proposed and why we need to improve. After this phase, we will introduce a new generative IA tool proposed by the innovation team and the language team after several workshops via a technical level. We will then set up a 1.5 hour lesson once a week to be taken whenever the student wish. The first year will be a transition year, and after each course, students will be invited to give their feedback via a survey. Finally, our last objective is for students to learn how to use generative IA in their work and assignment with the do's and don'ts via the research method module. Today, there is an urgent need to change and adapt to the arrival of this innovation. So we need the team in charge of the research method module to be ready to adapt. To monitor the progress, the research method team plan a 3 hour workshop twice a week, and the program director will receive them so that they can explain their progress via a 1 hour meeting once a week for 2 months. Finally, to assess the relevance of this objective, we know that students increasing their mark by 2 points on an average compared with the previous year once they have received this module. We will therefore be using technical level by studying the student grades using the KPIs. So thank you for your attention to our project. We really enjoy working on it, which makes us think about our future and understand the challenge and limit of AI in the education.